Good evening. This is the meeting of the Village of New Paltz Environmental Policy Board for Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. We're here in the Village Hall in person this evening. My name is Ted Nitz. I'm the chair of the Environmental Policy Board, and I'll let the other members introduce themselves.
Rachel Lagodka. I'm Jessica McGovern. I'm the Environmental Policy Board. Sorry.
And we also have Autumn here helping us out behind the scenes. We do invite anyone to submit comments to us by email. That's the easiest way to get a hold of us. It's at the email address environment@villageofnewpaltz.org. It's also on the website, the village website. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. We do have a quorum of 3 members out of 5. We always allow the opportunity for the public to comment at our meetings at the beginning. Seeing none, we'll move on to the next item for administrative items. The agenda has been distributed. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda for this evening? It's been moved and seconded.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, the approval, the agenda is approved. Sorry, Autumn, do we have minutes? There were last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I did look, or no, I wasn't here the last meeting. Okay. Yeah. So the February meeting minutes have been distributed. I'll entertain a motion to approve those minutes from the February meeting.
So
All right. All those in favor say aye. Okay. Motion passes. And then noting that there was no March meeting minutes because we did not have a meeting in March. No claims to pay. Any announcements for this evening? I will note that I saw New Paltz Regatta ad starting to go out, so it's again scheduled for this year. Looking forward to that. Any other announcements? All right, I'll move on to Village Planning Board update and discussion. Rachel, sure.
I missed the
going on?
meeting,
Okay.
so I don't know. You can ask Autumn.
All right.
That hotel was back up, I think, and
The
down
hotel,
by Water Street.
they moved it to.
Really? Okay.
Water Street.
Yes.
And then there was something else at Water Street, but I don't know what it was.
The dispensary or the special use permit was their first meeting for 3 months.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
Anything else noteworthy from planning board?
No, I didn't make it to the meeting. I was overtired.
Any questions, Rachel, on that? All right.
Yeah.
Next item is awareness with the town's environmental conservation board. That's by me. We've had a couple of wetland permit applications here in the last couple of days that we'll soon be looking over. New Paltz Apartments environmental impact statement is still working its way through the system. That was it for noteworthy items. I will note that they are interested in meeting with us as a joint meeting here over the next couple of months. I think it's just a matter of scheduling that to where we could share space at the same time for meetings of those 2 boards. That was part of our last discussion on potential consolidation, at least collaborate or talk amongst ourselves in the same room at the same time.
Was there a general, how was the general response?
General response was favorable.
Favorable.
And let's, I think, some of them noted that we'd done that before. A couple of years ago, we were meeting at least once a year on a regular basis together. So,
Right, but that was in addition to our own meetings. I was thinking it would be good if we could do it instead of meeting separately.
Right.
Just meet
yeah,
as one group.
independent of either of our normal schedules. is what you're saying?
No, like instead of.
No, I mean,
Instead of, yeah, right,
instead of meeting,
Yeah.
instead of us meeting at all, I mean,
I
we
think-
would meet, but we would just meet with the town.
Right. I think that's, the consensus is there for that kind of meetings. That would be beneficial to both boards, or at least not detrimental for another meeting. EPB, back to us for item 7, Environmental Policy Board reports. Anything interest going on? Autumn, well, I saw notes about the village hall gardening or the landscaping.
Oh.
I didn't look at them, but can someone talk about that?
Yeah, we were supposed to get together and I don't know, I must have missed the memo somehow or whatever. But it looks like somebody did remove the fence. And they appeared to be aware of what was growing there because it looked like it had been weeded. I don't know if it's my imagination or whatever,
agree.
but it looked
I
like it
agree,
had been weeded and I could see that they had not, that they knew to spare the strawberries and the raspberries. So it looked good to me. I don't know. The other side is still really overgrown with spearmint. And I guess they'll just have to, so they can choose to do what they wish over there. But yeah, I don't know. Someone did something good. I was thinking, I was gonna ask them if they wanted to, like if they had a room for tools, you know, they have like a little shed there, like a little volunteer shed. They could put gardening tools there and, you know, might be good, but. I don't know. Alex would know. Alex was in touch with, Bella. I hope that we had like a message going back and forth, but then I don't know whether I lost the thread somewhere.
Any other reports? Old business?
I don't know if this is how old this is, but, I recently read that the preferred method of repairing sidewalks in the village is to put asphalt on them. And I think this is a big mistake. And I'm wondering how everybody else on the board feels about using asphalt for sidewalks. You can see numerous sidewalks in the village that have had asphalt applied to them.
Right.
Like fix the cracks.
Well, it's gonna, asphalt cracks eventually, so it doesn't really, if it fixes anything.
Like,
it's
are you meaning like
temporary.
to fix cement sidewalks that have broken? They put asphalt as like a patch?
It's not even just as a patch, if you look up like on Center Street, for example. The whole sidewalk is asphalt.
So questions like that are really a combination for the Department of Public Works and the mayor's office specifically. So what you should do is draft a letter from the board asking these questions, and I'm sure you'll get like a proper response. My understanding of it is that largely sidewalks are the property owner's responsibility. So in cases where the village has to go in and do things, they use the methods that are available to them, but don't quote me on that because I'm not well versed in how public works works. But if there are alternative solutions to present, that would be a way to help like figure out how.
I'm sure they're aware of the existence of cement. And
Sure. but, you know,
normal
there's-
sidewalk
but there's
materials.
qualifications. You know, and so there might be, you know, technical choices to, you know, like I said, I'm not part of DPW, so I can't really speak to this, but I know the question has come up and, you know, we should connect the dots on that, I think.
It's environmentally, not a wise choice.
I think from what I understand, there's a considerable cost difference between replacing or repairing the sidewalk areas with concrete or using asphalt. And so I imagine what part of the decision is that there's not enough funding to go around, and so rather than have the sidewalks remain in a state of disrepair, the asphalt material is used.
Okay, so there's gotta be funding somewhere for sidewalks. I mean, it seems like it's a necessity, like it's a community need. We need sidewalks and,
I've been talking about sidewalks for 208 for like,
huh?
I said, I've been talking about sidewalks on 208 for like 20 years. Um, so can we catch me up? Because I'm feeling a little dumb right now. I didn't realize there were so many environmentally like conflicting things with asphalt. What's the, like, most of our roadways are made out of asphalt. I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was like, is it caustic? Is it because it breaks down and like it's run into the waterways? I mean, what's the, sorry.
It's one of those kind of all of the above, you know, it's a petroleum product.
Right, okay.
It's impermeable.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know how toxic it is to breathe it in when it's drying, but that's
Right.
probably horrible. It's also just ugly. I mean, I just like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like the right choice for a sidewalk.
Yeah. Fair.
The concrete is one of the more carbon unfriendly materials, building materials there is, besides steel. I think there's choices being made.
Right.
Um,
I was like, I feel like
different
they're all
kinds.
kind of bad, but I mean, okay. But fair.
True.
Um,
There just has to be, I'll look into it, there has to be some alternative.
Right.
It just can't be that the ideal sidewalk is asphalt. Like, it
Well,
just
I-
can't,
Kind of.
or like, well, it's a forever thing, you know, I mean, like, it's gonna crack and then you're gonna put more asphalt on top of that, and
But ideal would say,
it's
I think-
black, so it absorbs heat.
saying that it's ideal is, I mean, we don't
I-
know that
well,
that's the
it's a
ideal
choice.
solution.
It
It
is
may be
the
the only
chosen-
choice or,
It is the choice that is
Yeah.
being made.
right.
There's,
right.
there's a choice about sidewalks, and whatever led to that decision. I don't know how to circumvent that somehow. I wish that's what I would like to do. It's just.
There will be an irony in my life that I've literally talked about the fact that we don't have 208 sidewalks forever and like, you know, obvious and for real reason. And be like,
Yeah.
but not in asphalt. Like they'd be like,
Well,
fine, we'll put them down, but.
it's something else. I just
No, I
can't believe it, that there is.
So you'll look into it.
Yes, I will look
Oh.
into it.
Other items, old business or new business? Other items for interest? I will bring up one item. It's a project the village and the fire department have worked with a new firehouse. The conceptual plans are out, and I think the goal would be within the next couple of weeks that they're out on the, yeah, to be presented. Hopefully be off of it soon.
Some of them over the parking lot.
The part along the bottom of the picture is in the,
Oh,
we'll say the
car
car
parking.
parking area.
That's
Um,
cool. I like
Right.
those.
Yeah.
Those
So
are really good. They're.
it is much overdue, but hopefully that is moving forward soon.
cool.
Other items of interest to the EPB, I will give a shout out to the Gardens for Nutrition. My daughter gave me a membership for Christmas, and I've been out there a couple of times, and it is addicting.
Mhm.
But I have a little half plot, and got big plans for it this summer. And the plot next to us is vacant, so we're looking maybe to creep a little bit. But anyway, it is fun and good community.
What's the story with their composting? Is it still going on that it's like town, you could bring your own compost and they'll use it there? Cause I feel like that was happening, but it was a long time ago. And so I don't know if it's even a thing, like Gardens for Nutrition, you could bring compost to there and like put it in, as long as it was like the correct, you know, compost. You could put it in there and it would have a compost pile for everybody to use in their gardens.
I've
That,
not seen it there at the Gardens for Nutrition. I know there's a couple of, maybe there's a couple of other
who would
places.
we talk to if we wanted to try to start something like that? Because I feel like just having like, you know, the idea originally was we could do, you know, a pickup, which is obviously not it, but we could have a spot where people could bring compost.
Yeah, that was worked on by,
That's really cute. In Gardens of Nutrition. I feel like I remember this, but this was like when I was like 22, so I'd like.
Oh, not in the Gardens for Nutrition. There's someone picking, there's,
So,
yeah, because you see the cans out on the street, the compost. They're bins, they're
well,
like,
other place I
Maybe like
thought was
these.
at the community center.
no, it's actual
Like the recycle.
compost. Yeah,
well, I wonder, like, if we could do, I mean, the Gardens for Nutrition, it's like right in town, local, you know, for as far as like village goes, it would be pretty cool to have like a spot where you could bring your own compost yourself and not have to like.
you know what?
Leave it there.
You know,
I don't know if it-
it might be good to have a compost bin right next to a food pantry. Because I would imagine stuff spoils
Mm.
and, uh-oh.
I don't want that, I just think that almost that somebody decided to throw into the garden out from the building days ago, because people have been just randomly walking by it, but maybe
They threw rolls into the garden?
it's a little erratic, but anyway, I don't talk.
Yeah.
But there was some talk, I think the town was talking about trying to work out a community compost.
I think it was going on, and it was one of us previous board members that helped get it going, and I remember it being at the community center
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is at the
Community
community center.
center, where's that?
on
Like the village center?
32, yeah, better
Better
drive,
Drive.
yeah. Which is
I feel like I
somewhat
would love it
accessible.
at a garden spot, like at a garden spot, I feel like that would be like. Skip
Yeah.
the middleman
Yeah, now,
right there.
they do have wood chips and brush piles that we've
Mhm.
used pretty extensively there. It's
Yeah.
convenient, it's there.
Yeah, they're good. It's
Right.
really good. It's very well, they have a good selection of tools and all that stuff. and They
Yeah.
supply you with everything. Pretty good people.
Any other items? Autumn, is there anything that we're missing or forgetting?
So,
And shop at Laura Street Market Hotel past. I was walking on that Mohonk Drive thing today, and I'm like, it is such a crazy intersection.
It is.
It's so wild.
The thing is, the building itself is actually going to be smaller than what's already there.
Yeah.
I
And
think
it's
that's
gonna
what
be
people don't
parking?
realize. Yeah. There'll be more space for parking because it's gonna be pushed back from the road. It's not, it has a smaller footprint than the building that's there right
And how
now.
many slots, parking slots did they?
Oh, I don't know. They went over and over that. I mean,
there is an item on tomorrow night's village board agenda. There's a resolution urging the governor of New York to deny the Iroquois pipeline extension. But maybe,
All right, anything else? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
so moved.
This concludes the meeting of the Village Environmental Policy Board for Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. Any questions, please email us, environment@villagenewpaltz.org. Second Tuesday of the month at 5:30. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll definitely look that up.